There, man.
And
There we on Xmen 97 now.
I thought this was absolutely amazing. I love this series. It's the best series actually on Disney Plus. Better than all that Star Wars shit, better than everything. It's
Yeah.
great. Mhm.
Magneto. I like Magneto in this episode. He brought back the OG suit. Glad he's back in the suit. I really didn't like his other suit. It was all right, but I liked Magneto in this episode.
Mhm.
This really felt like a end of the world type of scenario going on for the most part. But next season, I do want to see like how big they're going to scale it up because Doctor Doom was in on this stuff. Like, how far are they going to go with this?
For real. Because from what I'm hearing, they're supposed to be doing the Age of Apocalypse, not Age of Apocalypse, Onslaught Saga.
Yeah.
So if they do that, oh man, that's going to be very interesting.
Well, someone said so far seems to be accurate to the comic.
Yeah.
Wolverine got his claw, his metal, his the adamantium stripped from his body, and he's supposed to be becoming feral Wolverine, and
Yeah.
eventually he's going to run into Apocalypse and get his adamantium back from Sabretooth, thanks to
Yeah.
Apocalypse. So it
Yeah.
seems
They're
like Apocalypse is going to be coming again. Well, didn't they
yeah.
have Apocalypse in the prior seasons?
Yeah, they had a battle with Apocalypse, but it's
Okay,
not just that, right? It looks like they may be leading to the Age of Apocalypse as well. So if
yeah.
they do that, bro, oh my gosh, that'll be so fire. That'll be so fire. The producer, the guy who wrote it, you know, I talk like well, I don't really talk to him, but I like post tag him and stuff. He said he had a 5-year plan, and he said I asked him if his 5-year plan led up to Age of Apocalypse, and he didn't say no, but he said, well, it's one of the greatest comic book things of all time. So I think they were planning on actually going to Age of Apocalypse.
They better hire that dude back on because if he's the one who
For
wrote the,
real.
as they say he wrote the first 3 seasons so far
I
or the
think so,
first
yeah.
two.
I think the first two.
Because after well we'll see because after season 2 if they get new writers on and they're not keeping it as good as what this season was,
Hmm.
it's not gonna be a good look. They need to get that dude back. I don't care what he did with his OnlyFans and shit. Hire the guy. Like what the fuck. And nobody
For
was gonna
real.
find his fucking OnlyFans anyways. Like I didn't even know who the writer was. So how was he gonna care to find his OnlyFans and shit or
You know what
whatever
I mean?
do it?
And who gives a damn what he does in his personal life? You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as he ain't
I'm,
hurting nobody.
yeah, and I'm telling you, nobody was gonna find it anyways. That's unless, but only if he was like putting himself out there
But
too much and being
But
very
even
outspoken.
no, no, so they would find it. There's people in the internet that just go around and search things for like that. They would have definitely found him if they didn't come out with that. They would have found him.
Well, I'll say they would have if the show had the wrong intention towards it. Like, let's say the show was bad, and people want to look up like, all right, who the fuck is writing this? And then, yeah, but also if the writers are being very vocal on the internet too, because a lot of people don't look for writers when it comes to animated stuff. Like, they really don't be checking for them. If Bo created a presence to where people can interact with him and engage with him, they would have found the OnlyFans stuff and
Yeah.
probably made it a big deal. But
It's
I don't know. I don't think
probably a
I don't think what's gonna
photo. It might just be some like memorabilia or like a Wolverine, but instead of 3 claws, 2 of them are claws and one of them is his. Yeah, he put on his OnlyFans.
a little
Hmm.
string sling.
He associated the brand with nudity, and that's probably all it is. And they don't want to admit it because then people will look for the photo, and then the people will say, "Oh, that's not that bad," or "That is that bad," or he'll post it. Like it's just best to keep things quiet, or there's no reason to get rid of him. I don't know. It's just not knowing what it was that he did makes me not want to sign a petition, get him back. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but it. I,
I think
like,
they
I
were
don't think
worried that he was too woke or something like that. That like because there was a fan backlash against certain like the trailers and the images. But then again, it could be something completely different. But that's what I heard. Like they were worried that he's too, like he's going to be putting in certain kind of messages and whatever into the story. But for what I've seen, he's been bang on. Really, really like good stuff.
No,
You're talking
Nerdman.
about the writer, right? Who got fired from
Yeah,
X-Men.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying he wrote most of these episodes, or he was the what do you call it, showrunner for most of these
Showrunner.
episodes. And I think they, especially the latter half, like I wasn't a big fan of the first couple of episodes, but the from when Gambit basically died on, it's just been flames, like pretty much flames.
Name's
Great.
Remy. Remember it.
What's up, Chill, by the way?
Hey, Canadian.
Rogue went to her back to her other man too. Her pancake in between too. I feel bad for Gambit because I'm like, damn girl, you're so fucking confused. You want to fuck Magneto? You want to fuck Gambit too? Like who you want to fuck? Just pick one. Well, she chose her man. She chose Magneto.
She's basically choosing Magneto now. She's a hoe, bro. I don't know what they've done to Rogue. I feel like that's straight hoeing, bro. She just went with Magneto because like she didn't go with him because she believes that shit. She went with him because she's like, all right, now we can.
She can interact with him. That's why, like, she finally found someone she can finally like touch and have connection.
I can hit that shit. Now Gambit's gone. I can hit that shit. That's basically what she's saying. That's some cold ass shit, bro.
All right, so Chill, let me ask you something. So Wolverine is supposed to become Feral Wolverine after this. So how does that fucking work? Because this motherfucker's supposed to lose his nose and shit and all that. I seen what the fucking Feral Wolverine form looks like. And
isn't his bones gonna re-heal because that's his power?
No.
His bones will, but he won't have the adamantium.
He won't have the metal.
Basically, he's just gonna have the bone claws.
So this is what he's literally supposed to become. This he's supposed to become more animalistic because the adamantium was keeping his other part of the mutation from becoming like this. But to be fair, he had this. Okay, to be fair, right? I'm just saying to be fair.
He didn't look like that in the comics that I read when he lost his adamantium.
On some of them, he did, yeah.
Well, this is from a specific run that the TV show is based off of. So this is what's going to eventually happen. But this is what I'm saying. He had the bone claws, long before he had the adamantium claws. Yeah. So why would this happen now and not before? I'm just saying, I
don't get that.
No, I actually don't think he had the bone claws were there, but he never had them until he actually had the adamantium, right?
They never came out. Yeah, he
they never came out. Yeah,
he
was what caused him.
Was the claws, but actually he finds out after the claws were there. Like,
and he still has the claws. Yes, correct.
It's like the title says.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be a revelation. Okay. So it's going to be a revelation. Okay, so he never had the bone claws before, but the adamantium experiment caused that to come out, and now he's going to be like, "Oh wow, I still got them." Okay.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I don't understand how Magneto, didn't he kill Magneto and then Magneto just turned around?
He stabbed Magneto. Let me bring it up. So he stabbed Magneto in the back. Everybody was shocked, like, "Oh my gosh, Logan!"
Finally found the metal to do what is necessary. You're a traitor to your
man. Magneto just let Logan wild. He could have controlled him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand. Like, Magneto's going on too fucking OP for me these days. Like, didn't Charles just fucking do some brain shit to him and it didn't even affect him?
No, Cyclops stopped him for some reason because Jean was Cyclops interrupted Xavier from trying to control Magneto.
No, he didn't. Go back.
No, he did. Watch. He literally interrupted him. Where the fuck is it at?
It's at the end, dude. It's right at the end.
I'm definitely going back too far.
Yeah, Cyclops hits his chair with a blaster and then tells him they need more time. Cyclops does stop him from doing it.
Oh,
Right
okay.
here.
You playing all this, you're not gonna get
So
copyrighted.
why would Cyclops do that? I don't understand.
For
I
for
know
he,
he's crazy. He doesn't give a fuck.
he was
That's
letting his
crazy.
dick talk. Look,
He had him.
Yeah, he did.
no,
I
but
don't like that.
they didn't get Bastion yet.
Whoa,
What was that?
I'm sorry, sir.
bro, you're gonna get copywritten. Let me play some non-copyright
Yeah.
music.
Sorry, sir.
So what's up with these phony ass niggas
Turn
trying
that shit off.
I'm actually warming up to the track now. I like the beat.
Yeah.
Man, don't play that shit. Play some Drake, man. Yeah. So basically, Cyclops stopped him because they did not take out Bastion yet.
Yeah.
They were supposed to do it around the same time. Take out Bastion and then take out
then
Magneto. Because if they take out Magneto, all the Sentinels wake up again.
Or come back. Yeah.
Uh,
So
So it had to
here's
all happen in sync.
here's an issue I had that I seen on a video, right? Because it seems like when Morph transforms, he has the person's power.
yeah,
Why didn't he
exactly. I don't get that.
why didn't he just transform into Magneto?
I think what actually happened when he turned into the Hulk is that Jean Grey then used her telekinesis to give him an extra boost of strength. But
Okay.
it seems to me like all through the
Wait,
season, like you're
he
saying,
turned into
he'll
Hulk?
turn into something physical, like Beast or something, and all of a sudden he's flipping around like Beast and doing all of
He
that kind of shit.
he turns
And
into
it's like,
Quicksilver and runs fast.
did he?
Yes.
He turned into Quicksilver and ran for so. Why didn't he turn into Magneto then?
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, that's an oversight. I don't think they should have done that. I hope it was just like a mistranslation with the Korean studio, because that was just wrong.
Which was wrong. Him do it is the fast
Yeah,
part?
he
Yeah,
turns
I
into
know.
the angel. He gets his powers. He turns the
Yeah,
Hulk.
yeah,
That's not right.
yeah, I know. Because that would probably make him the most powerful mutant, right? Like
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
change him into their power. He's the most powerful one then.
You know what? Jean Grey has the blue covering, so maybe the telekinetics of Jean is what's doing the
It's what I
damage.
said. Yeah. That's what I was saying. But like, I think with the quick, he's just done a couple of things. Like, I could possibly buy that if he turned into Angel, he could fly because he'll still have wings.
The wings, yeah.
So I guess you know, but like he shouldn't be able to turn into Rogue and fly.
Yeah.
Or
You know what I mean?
Quicksilver and run fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like Morph never used to be able to do that. But then again, this is my thing with Morph. Morph shouldn't be in any of these battles. I don't know why they take like first of all he's scarred, right? Like he's psychologically fucking scarred. So I don't know why Professor X keeps insisting on bringing him on these missions. And then secondly,
You
he's
gotta keep
useful.
traumatizing these kids, man.
Yeah, he's trying to like traumatize these kids. And then secondly, I think like in this sense, Magneto's right because Charles Xavier is just using these kids like for his own cause. But secondly, he's more good for
Merman, he
infiltration.
just his own kids to go get some pussy in space.
Yeah, Morph
He's
is
a
more good
piece of
for infiltration missions. He should be used when they're trying to infiltrate somewhere. He shouldn't be used as like an action guy. So I think the reason that they're giving Morph all these abilities is because really Morph doesn't make sense to be in these battles unless he takes on the powers of the people he turns into. Really. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. But more powers are not supposed to. He's just supposed to transform the people, and that's it. He can't use their abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it was a really good episode. But I have a problem with the episode.
Wait. But in the comic run, they're basing this off of. Can Morph in that comic run do this?
I don't know.
I've never read them.
I haven't read X-Men.
Because maybe in this specific comic run, they based the X-Men 97 or 92 off of this version of Morph can.
Maybe, but I haven't read the X-Men since the 90s, since like There was the the Claremont stuff, and then afterwards there was like some really good runs of the X-Men during the animated series. But yeah, I fell off. I have a problem with this cliffhanger, bro, because I felt like there was going to be another episode, so I was like, "Oh, this is tight. This is tight. Like we're going to find out what happened."
Well, let me see. Xmen 97.
I'm sure there must be another
There
episode.
is another
You
episode.
can't finish this like this.
There is
Okay, there
another
is.
episode.
Good.
Yeah, it's a 3-parter.
Okay,
There is another episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
it
telling
is an
you,
episode 10. Okay. Well, no, because some people are saying it's a finale. I see some people. Well,
It's
okay, someone
a
released
3-part finale. That's what they're saying.
someone
Because
released
otherwise
the
it don't
episode
make
10
it don't make
prediction,
sense.
so I'm assuming it's going to be another episode. Hopefully, because if this is the finale, that's a trash finale.
Yeah, it's not a good
Wolverine
finale. It's
just
a good
getting
episode, but it's not a good finale.
claws
Like,
out.
I could see you saving Wolverine getting his adamantium stripped for the last episode. That's a good, cliffhanger. But the rest of the stuff really hasn't come to a natural conclusion. The rest of these storylines really haven't, you don't know what's going on with Gambit. Why is there the visions of Gambit? Why is there, who's behind Bastion? Like nothing has been even.
It's probably gonna bring back Gambit.
He wrote 2 seasons, so maybe some of this is going to happen later.
No, I get that, but I just feel like you need a natural conclusion to your series. It doesn't mean that that you can't tease more that's going to happen. But this seems like it would be like ending Infinity War in the Battle of Wakanda. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't end Infinity War right at the Battle of Wakanda. You have to wait, and then you can do the this is the cliffhanger. The battle finishes, it concludes, and then you've got, oh shit, Thanos won. What's going to happen now?
Okay, well, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, but what if the cliffhanger was just a snap and the movie just ends? Like the screen goes white and then it just ends.
Right, as well. That would be weird as well. You'd be like, oh,
I actually think that would be a lot more suspenseful and lead up more hype for Endgame.
I would have been okay with that ending.
Like the screen just immediately goes white and then the credits run. I think that would be a lot more suspenseful. Like, what the fuck happened?
But then Endgame would have been
who died, and then next movie you see like who died and what they're ramping up for.
Do you mean in the beginning of Endgame you would have had everyone disappearing?
Yeah, like you pick up
or it would have just started where Endgame starts.
No, it started right after the white screen when the snap happens, and then you see Bucky going to dust, Spider-Man, all the people.
Instead of having Hawkeye be the one at the end of Endgame, you have the Black Panther and all of them disappearing at the end of Endgame.
Oh no! At the beginning, he's saying.
At the beginning, yeah. Because remember, at the beginning they show Hawkeye and his family, and they disappear. Take that part out, and you put the end of Infinity War in there, where they're disappearing.
Yeah, that would have been better. Actually, it probably would have been better.
Nah, you needed the cliffhanger, and you needed the Captain Marvel's post-credit scene.
No, you didn't.
No,
to sell Captain Marvel. Yeah, you did. It was $1 billion decision.
Yeah.
It was $1 billion decision. I don't know how, but
money. I'm talking about story, not money. Fuck money. Nah, man, not fuck money. You need money.
What an amazing feeling in 2018. We were so blessed. I mean, most of us, Nerdman wouldn't care for it, but we loved. I love that period.
So
yeah.
so refresh me.
I'd say the same about the 90s or like early 2000s or something like that.
Aquaman in 2018.
No, but I just think everything that's happened in the last like 10 years is just not the films that you're talking about, but just like the times have just been like, ugh. Yeah. I would wish we could go back to like that 90s pre-internet. That's what I wish we could go back to. Fucking.
And I know
Nice.
K-Dot wants us to talk about the stream, but I have something to say. As we age, the time moves slower because we've been through the summer, we've been through the winter so many times. Now we're older, it's just another one. A day, 24 hours is still the same length, but it's just 24 hours, you know? We gotta do things. Some people.
I think time goes faster as you get older. Actually,
Did I say slower? I should have said it's gone faster. Time goes faster as we age, yeah.
it's because we look forward to things when we're younger, and you know when you look forward to something, like time like seems to extend a little bit.
But
I
Chill,
think
you were 100% right. Time is flying, man. It is
yeah,
flying.
Shoot.
So
yeah.
I'm trying to get to. Okay, so just a refresh. In X-Men '92, with did they have these costumes that they're older costumes in the first season, or did they start with like their yellow suits and stuff? Because they went back to the old base, and now they're wearing their previous costumes they had. So I was a little bit confused on that. Like, was it something we even seen in the '92 series? This other base and these other costumes?
Look
they
at
were
this
comic
Johnny.
book
Look at
reference.
these. Look at this
Reference.
Johnny come lately. He doesn't even know if they did the old suits, bro. Going on like a comic book fan.
Were you alive
All
in
right.
'97?
I mean,
No, I'm
he
just
hasn't
asking.
even watched the old
I-
series. He hasn't even watched
No.
the old series, bro.
I mean, I barely remember it. I mean, it wasn't my favorite series
alive in-
anyway. The Spider-Man
People
series
were
was
alive
better.
in 97.
The Spider-Man show
No,
was better. But this was like
No, it
this.
was not.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not, bro.
Yes, it
What are you talking about? The X-Men
Look,
show was live,
The
bro.
only traction the X-Men show got was when Spider-Man showed up in that episode. No. The X-Men showed up in the Spider-Man show.
Both.
But that wasn't even enough
The
to get
X-Men
me
show was
to
way
go watch
better, like than Spider-Man. Spider-Man was good, but the X-Men show was way better.
X-Men fans, typical.
But you know they didn't
Sound
wear
like
these
Spider-Man.
old costumes. This is like a reference to the real old school, like
To
60s.
the old school
Okay.
comic book, yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's just a reference thing. Okay. Well, I mean, I think Wolverine only had the cool OG suit. Honestly, I like Cyclops's current suit better than his suit here, his older suit that he put on. But hey, that's just my opinion.
What did you do? What did you do?